Hi YouTube and welcome to another build showcase video. In this one we're making a men's bifold leather wallet and we'll be using these templates. If you want to make a wallet like this yourself, there will be a full step-by-step video with PDF pattern available on the 12th of February. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing as it will help this channel grow. The wallet we're making will be made out of natural vegetable tan leather, which is already prepared with oils and dyes. First things first, we mark our pieces and cut out a chunk of leather and then dye the front black. I'll note that the back will be dyed black as well later on in the build. Then of course cut out all of the pieces and apply tang coat to give the leather some shine and rigidity. I then dye the pieces which will not be thinned out and proceed to thinning the others. Here I'll use two types of skiving knives, French edgers and some 240 grit sanding paper. After doing all that, I'll then dye the back of the leather. Now I'll apply black edge dye to pieces that will be hard to reach after they'll get glued to the wallet. I'll note that after applying a thin coat of edge dye, I repeat the sanding process with 800 grit and then apply a final coat of edge dye again. Then it's time to glue in our first pocket. After, we mark our stitching holes, make them and stitch it all up with white polyester thread. Repeat the process until you get these two nice card slot pieces. Here I stitch up only one side of the pocket pieces and move on to the ID slot. Same procedure here, glue it up, make holes and stitch up the sides. Then we turn it around and attach our card slot piece like so. After that is done, let's finish it with sanding paper and some edge dye. While we wait for it to dry, let's glue in the supports for main inside panels. Then we come back and finish the piece before with some 800 grit sanding paper and a final coat of edge dye. Let's leave that part and come back to the back panel. Here I'm marking my holes and stitching a straight line with thread. To save time, I finish the top part with sanding paper and edge dye as well. Now let's come back to our first piece. Here we mark our stitching lines. This time instead of 4mm, I measure 1 cm on the sides and same 4mm on the back and stitch it all up like so. Now we take another card slot piece, then glue and stitch it up to the freshly baked first piece. Let's now move on to our coin pouch. Using the template, I cut out and prepare the front of the pouch. Then I've decided to quickly glue together card slot part to the main inside panel. So roughen up the edges and glue it in. Then we prepare our flap and zipper for the coin pouch. Here I have marked the holes and it is time to glue in the zipper. After that is done, attach one side of the flap like shown here. Now that the front is ready, we can glue it to the back of the coin pouch. When the glue is dry, I mark and stitch only one side of the pouch. Then of course sand it and apply edge dye, as it will be impossible to reach afterwards. When everything has dried, time to glue it to the main inside panel. We can finally start stitching up the wallet. Firstly, mark and stitch up the top of the main panel like so. Then I mark and punch holes to the sides of the main panel and prepare the back panel for gluing. Now that that is done, we can proceed to gluing everything together. Then I make additional holes for the back panel. And now, moment of truth, it is time to stitch everything together and see how the wallet turned out. Seems like it still needs some touch-ups. Only thing left to do is to sand and dye those parts that have not been touched till this point. And there you have it, a custom-made black men's bifold leather wallet. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on another one.